If you have been walking the spiritual path for some time, you may have noticed something strange. You meditate, you reflect, you listen to teachings, you understand truth intellectually, and yet something inside you does not fully change. There is a subtle resistance, a quiet pulling back, a hesitation right at the edge of transformation. Today, we are going to look at that resistance, not as a concept, but as a living force inside you. Because until you see it clearly, it will continue to disguise itself as you. Spiritual growth often begins beautifully. There is inspiration, there is clarity, there is a feeling of awakening. You start to see your patterns, you notice your reactions, you feel lighter. But then something happens. Growth slows down. You begin defending subtle behaviors. You justify emotional reactions. You resist deeper surrender. Outwardly, you will still appear spiritual. Inwardly, something is protecting itself. This is where most seekers stop evolving. Not because they lack sincerity, but because the ego has shifted strategy. The ego is not loud and obvious once you mature spiritually. In the beginning, it is easy to spot. It is pride, anger, attachment, comparison. But later, it becomes refined. It agrees with teachings. It quotes wisdom. It even says, I am nothing. And yet, it subtly avoids dissolution. How? By resisting the one thing that truly threatens it. Total psychological surrender. The ego does not mind spiritual knowledge. It fears inner silence. It does not mind practice. It fears being seen completely. Have you noticed this? When life exposes your insecurity, you suddenly feel defensive. When someone criticizes you, you justify yourself internally. When silence deepens, restlessness appears. This is not weakness. This is resistance. And the ego's greatest trick is this. It convinces you that resistance is wisdom. It tells you this is just discernment. This is healthy boundaries. This is self-respect. Sometimes that is true, but often it is fear wearing spiritual language. Real growth feels destabilizing because the ego survives through certainty and awakening removes false certainty. If you feel stuck on your path, it is rarely because you need more teachings. It is usually because you are avoiding one uncomfortable truth about yourself. Perhaps it is a need for validation, a subtle superiority, a fear of rejection, or desire to be seen as spiritual. The ego would rather improve itself than disappear, so it chooses refinement over surrender. It chooses polishing over dissolving. And that is why progress feels limited. Because transformation is not improvement. It is the collapse of what you think you are. There is one simple practice that exposes this resistance. Radical self-honesty in silence. No journaling for display. No spiritual performance. No internal storytelling. Just sitting quietly and asking, what am I protecting right now? Then wait. Don't answer quickly. Let the discomfort surface. You may feel tightening in the body, restlessness, irritation. Stay. That sensation is the ego defending its territory. When you observe it without reacting, something extraordinary happens. The grip weakens, not dramatically, not instantly, but steadily. And that is real spiritual growth. Most people want awakening. Few want the vulnerability it requires. To let go means you may not be right, you may not be superior, you may not be special. And strangely, that is freedom. Because what you truly are does not need defense. It does not need validation. It does not need image maintenance. The ego resists this because it survives on identity. Awareness does not. So if you feel resistance on your path, do not panic. Do not judge yourself. Simply notice where you hesitate, notice where you defend, notice where you justify. That is the doorway. Spiritual growth does not require becoming someone new. It requires the courage to stop pretending to be someone at all. Sit with that and watch what begins to dissolve.